Do I need to have a special place to write? The answer is yes and no, mainly no, but it depends how much choice and how much control you have over this. The thing to bear in mind is that where you write becomes a cue for your brain. So if you sit down to write in the same place every day or the same time or both, then what it does is it bumps your brain into knowing it's time to get down to business, to get creative and to produce the words. Now, I haven't made this up. It's called context dependent learning in cognitive psychology. It is a thing. So if you don't have your own space to write, or you are juggling time with family members on the kitchen table or the dining table or wherever, the thing to do is to make it the same and to make it yours each time you sit down to write. And so each of these little acts, each of these little actions and activities act as a cue for your brain. And so what happens then is, as soon as you slide into that seat and start doing your thing, you open up your laptop and whatever else it is that you have around you when you write, your brain knows it's time for business. The other thing to bear in mind in terms of where you write is to figure out what works for you in terms of noise. So if you are working in a cafe, for example, then figure out whether noise and chatting and background music, for example, whether those work for you. Are they an aid or are they a hindrance? Personally, I can't write with noise, but lots of people can't write without it. And if they don't have background noise and chatter, for example, then they want to play loud music. And this also is a thing which acts as a prompt for your brain. So the noise itself, any music, if you have a particular kind of mood music that you play when you sit down to write, this also acts as a cue for your brain and can be very helpful. But you need to figure out, does that kind of external stimulation work for your brain, or is it in fact a hindrance? Another thing to remember then is, will productivity apps, do they help you? Will they help you? So I'm thinking about, for example, ones which block your ability to go onto social media. They can be very helpful for people, and also other things like the Pomodoro technique, which times your sessions, and you write for example, 20 minutes and then you stop and have a break, and then you do another 20 minutes and then you have a break. I use that system and I find it incredibly helpful. So the key thing though about writing and sitting down to write is not to get into a debate with yourself about it. There is no question, there is no debate, there is going to be no discussion about whether you want to or not. You are going to write.